My dear student, good evening. Today I am going to teach you about life processes, class 10. Before I teach you about life processes, first of all, I want to tell you and remind you that lesson you read in class 9. In class 9, you read about living and non-living things. So, what is living things and what is non-living things? Living things and non-living things. Living things are different from non-living things. First of all, living things breathe. Non-living things do not. Living things eat food. Non-living things do not. Living things grow. Non-living things do not grow. Living things moves from one place to another place, or living things, some may not move from one place to another place like plants, but they grow towards the sun rays, towards the light, and the floating plants also moves from one place to another place. But non-living things do not move. Living things excrete. Non-living things do not. Living things reproduce. Non-living things do not reproduce. So, these are the difference between living things and non-living things. Living things take breath, they respire, but non-living things do not take breath. Living things need food for nutrition. Non-living things do not take food. Living things grow. As the nutrition takes place in their body, their cell multiplies, and as a result they grow, but non-living things do not grow. Living things moves from one place to another place or in the same place towards the sunlight, but non-living things do not move. Living things, as they take food, due to the chemical reaction takes place in their body, some byproducts produce, which is called waste materials. This is discharged by the body, called excreta, or they excrete. Non-living things do not excrete. Living things reproduce. That means they produce babies of their own, similar to them. But non-living things do not reproduce. Now, all living things are made up of cells. So, animal cell and plant cell. This is the structure of animal cell, mitochondria, nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there is a dot-like dense particles. This is called nucleolus. Some thread-like subjects are there inside the nucleus. These are called DNA or chromosomes. These are finger-like projection. These are called Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus. Lysosome. Ribosome, etc. are the cell organelles. That means tiny cell organelle. Tiny cell organelle called organelle. Now this is called cell membrane. Cell membrane or plasma membrane. Here I am going to draw a plant cell. This is a plant cell. Here is the nucleus, same as you have seen in the plant animal cell. This is the matrix or cytoplasm called cytoplasm. This is cytoplasm. The plasma present inside the cell is called cytoplasm. Similarly, the Golgi apparatus, ribosome, and here may be vacuoles also. This is cell wall. In plant cell, the cell wall is present, but in animal cell, the cell wall is not present. This is cell membrane. Inside the cell wall, there is a cell membrane. So, what is cell? Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Cell is the structural and functional unit of the life. Remember, cell is the structural and functional unit of life. What the living things performs, everything is performed by the cell. So, the cell divide, the cell respire, the cell grow, so the cell reproduce. So, all the activities performed by living organism is performed by cell. So, it is called, the cell is called the structural and functional unit of life. This is the difference between plant cell and animal cell. And the cell contain a cell membrane. Inside the membrane, a dense gel-like substance is present, which is called also matrix. This is called cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, some tiny organ or organelles are suspended. These tiny organs are called cell organelle. Some of the Cell organelles are mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, lysosome, etc. Till the cell are alive, the living things is alive. When the cell die, the living organs also, the living organism also die. Now, similar kind of cell perform similar kind of activities. When similar kind of cell, when similar kind of cell get together to perform same kind of work, that group of similar cells are called tissue. What is tissue? A group of cells when get together and perform similar kind of works, they are called tissue. For example, dermal tissue, muscular tissue, cardiac tissue, and so on. When similar kind of tissue, a group of tissue when get together to perform one kind of work, they are called organ. Group of similar tissue when get together to perform one kind of work, they are called organ. For example, liver, heart, kidneys, etc. When a group of organ get together to perform single kind of work, they are called organ system. The system constitute different organ and they are coordinated orderly to perform similar kind of work. For example, the digestive system, the respiratory system, excretory system, and so on. So my dear students, today you have learned about living things, non-living things, cellular organelles, and tissue organ system. Now I am going to tell you what is food. All living things need some substances from the external world to get nourishment. The substances that taken by the living organisms for getting energy are called food. Foods are the substances that take in by all living things into their body for getting energy and nourishment. Now I am going to tell you about the life processes. Some processes go on continuously in all living things to keep the living organism alive. That processes are called life processes. I am repeating the sentence again. Some activities or process goes on continuously in all living beings, without which no living being can be survived. For example, all living beings respire. All living beings takes breath in and out. All living beings grow. All living beings excrete. All these processes are called life processes. So, for example, nutrition, number 2, respiration, number 3, circulation, number 4, excretion, etc. In the next class, I will give you in details about the life processes. Till then, goodbye, and you read the lessons at home carefully and try to find out the solution of the problems given in the book. Thank you.